Well, hello, my lovelies. You've done this once before, so this time should go so much faster. We are ready to grade our interactive notebooks for Unit 2. So before you pass your notebook to somebody, be sure you put your name right here. This first line, journal, is the name of the person that owns the notebook. So this is Desiree Owen's notebook, and so I'm going to put her name here. Once you have it, if you're grading it, you're going to put your name here, the student that's checking. And then whichever adult goes through the checklist and make sure that it was done accurately, will put their name there. So are you guys ready to start? We're going to start with our Unit 2 page on page 15. So it's easy to do. I'm just going to grab my yellow tab there, open it up to the yellow tab. Oh, and she used a lot of glue, so it's stuck. There we go. There is her Unit 2. All I'm checking here is to make sure that she has her 2. That's all that was required. As long as she has her yellow tab and the big 2, you'll see that some people wrote what was all in the unit, what the standards were. I thought it was neat that you could write your page numbers as we went, but don't count it wrong if they did not. Just make sure that they have it and they have their 2. So that would be an easy 4. Remember, 1 is they don't have it at all. 2 is they have something. 3 is they have most of it. And 4 is they have all of it. Okay, let's look. The next page is our integer cheat sheet. What we're going to look for really quick. Did they highlight here? Did they highlight here that 2 negatives make a positive? Those 2 things I asked them to highlight. So if they have that, and they have it glued in, and the page number is correct, they get another 4. Then page 17, that's an easy one. All they had to do was trim it out and put it on there. So lots of easy 4s. Let's go to page 18. Now, last year this was a really difficult page, but since I gave you guys on accident the answer key, all you had to do was listen to the video and highlight and mark certain things. This could say power or exponent. Okay, this is the base. What you're checking here is making sure that if it said 2 to the 5th, they wrote 2 5 times. They wrote 5 3 times. They wrote 10 3 times, 12 once, 10 5 times, and 10 13 times. Perfect. And then that they have these answers here. Looks good. All right, Miss Owens did a great job. She gets a 4 for her page 18, and she had her page numbered. Really proud of her. Okay, so then we go to page 19. Page 19 was our absolute value. Be sure that they have the absolute value is the distance from 0 on the number line, and that the bars around X is used for the absolute value of an unknown integer. Make sure all of these numbers were positive. And then here, since the negatives were on the outside, these are negatives. And then here, 2 plus 3 is 5. Negative 1, negative 5 was negative 6, and then comes out positive 6. This ended up being, add a line, negative 12, which would have came out 12, except the negative on the outside made it negative 12. And then 6 and 10 is 16. The negative on the outside made negative 16. So make sure those are all correct. That is what you get for your absolute value page. She gets a 4 on that. But then you're going to check that Poof book. That she should have a problem worked out on every page. And so 64 inches cubed was the correct answer there. $6.40. 32 inches. And then absolute value is a distance from 0 on a number line. And then 16 blocks from where I started, but since that's the absolute value of 16, it's going to be a positive 16. Miss Owens had a negative 16 there. I know she knows that. She just never went back and fixed it. So I'm going to give her a 3 on that. And then which is more? Now, negative 5 plus 3, signs are different. You should subtract, and you're going to get negative 2. And then this was negative 15. Taking them both out, 15 was more. This would have just been a 2. So the 15 was more. Okay, all of those are done. So Then we go to page 20, our adding and subtracting rational numbers. So her steps are upside down, but you know what? She's got them in there. And then her hints are there. I think these are supposed to say steps to follow. Okay? And then you should have the butterfly worked out for this problem. And -6/8 minus 4/5, 3.1 plus 8.4. Did they work all of these problems and have all of them answered? I was wondering, where is her answer to this last one? I think she's missing a few answers, probably because she jumped up and was helping you get your answers. Make sure all the answers are there. I'll have the answer key ready for you guys. And then give them. Now, if they have, you can see she's got almost all of it done. She showed some work. She just missed a little bit, so she's going to get a 3 there. Then we go to page 21. I'm going to slip that page number on her paper for her. I bet it was there. It was just probably underneath there. Okay, page 21. And she worked all it out. Now, what would she say if you turned in a paper that just had answers there? I know what Miss Owens would say if you try to turn that in. So what do you think? Do you think it's a 2 or a 3? Oh, I bet it's a 3. Anyway, but it is complete. What she doesn't have that I expect you to have is on page 22. She can put a blank I plan there, but you can have your I plan on page 22. And if it is filled out, if they've got something for each of those tests, then they get a 4. So she's going to get a 4. Remember, the I plan should be folded to the light bulb, and then you can just take a little dotted glue, you can take a little piece of tape, whatever is necessary. I tape it on the edge so that you can look at front and back. Okay? Awesome. Then we've got these last ones. Miss Owens did not skip any pages. Her thing was perfectly neat. Let's go check out her table of contents. In the front of the book, if she has it filled out all the way to page 22. I'm nervous for her. And she almost did. She had it to 20, which is not bad. She was only missing 21, which is her all operations with rational numbers, and her I plan on 22. So, I mean, if I could give her a 3.5, I would. She's going to get a 3. All right. Be kind, remember, and stick it up like a bookmark and return it to the owner.